Jam, gusto ko maging virtual assistant pero ang dami ng requirements ng mga employers kayo, ng mga clients kayo at tataas ng standards. Halos lahat naghahanap na ng experience pero baguhan lang ako at wala akong may lagay sa portfolio ko o sa resume ko paano ako magsisimula. Kalma lang te, nandito ako para sa'yo. Panoorin mo to. Go! Hello everybody, it's Jam of Barangay VA and Buhay Virtual Assistant and I help aspiring Filipino virtual assistants land their first client online. Sa video to, pag-usapan natin yung 5 ways kung paano magkaroon ng experience or exposure kung zero pa talaga ang laman ng inyong resume at portfolio at zero experience pa talaga. Let's go! Your first option is be your own client. Ano ibig sabihin nito? Kung ikaw ay nasa creative such as social media management, content creation, graphic designing, video editing, podcast production, copywriter, lahat yan, animation, lahat yan, kaya mong gawin on your own. Be your own business, be your own client. Gawa ka ng mga sample works mo or gawa ka ng social media account, grow your own social media account, showcase your own works there. And yan na mismo ang pinaka-portfolio mo. At the same time, you're attracting your future clients online. And for sure, pag nag-viral ang videos mo or yung account mo at nakita nila yung quality of work mo, sila na mismo ang lalapit sa inyo. O di ba pang malakasan, ano pang hinihintay nyo? Go na! Second option is internship. Once again, internship is like an on-the-job training or OJT, parang yung ginagawa natin ng college bago tayo mag-graduate. Ang goal nito is to gain actual experience and exposure on the job. Kagaya ng mga OJT natin, may mga 3 months, may mga 6 months, may mga 1 year, depende. But take note guys, ang main objective is for your free exposure and experience. But the pay, okay, the perks, okay, ay voluntary yan. Hindi siya required. Bonus na lang yun, me. Okay? Not the best option, but it's a good start. Number 3 ay ang tinatawag natin na beta client. Ano ang beta client? Ito yung parang trial phase mo as a business. Reach out ka sa mga friends mo or family members mo or even actual clients na i-offer mo yung services mo for a small amount kasi you're just starting out. Beta client kasi you're just testing your services kasi kung ano man ma-encounter mo sa client na to, dito mo malalaman kung paano pa ma-improve ang services mo for the following clients or for the next clients. And then in return, you get paid a little bit and at the same time, you can get testimonials from them and at the same time, at least merong laman yung mga documents mo such as portfolio and of course, yung resume mo plus you get experience. And ito, pwedeng a longer span of time kasi at least may payment ka naman dito. Number 4 is be outsourced. Ito yung part kung saan hahanap ka ng kaibigan mo na VA na or freelancer na. Tapos ang gagawin mo is, tanong mo siya, hey, baka may mga task ka dyan na pwede mo i-outsource para na makapag-practice ako and then bigyan mo na lang ako ng cut para lang din magkaroon ako ng experience. So dito, may actual experience ka pero hindi mo kliyente yung kliyente ng iyong VA na friend o freelancer, no? Ito, parang tinutulungan mo lang siya sa project niya. Tinutulungan mo lang siya with some other tasks na nasa tingin niya na kailangan niyang help with and then babayaran ka lang niya with a certain amount every cut-off whenever he gets paid from that client. Outsourcing ang tawag dito. And lastly, number 5 guys, is to get entry-level clients. Of course, meron pa rin namang clients out there na naghahanap ng mga entry-level VAs na willing to train, no, na willing to be patient, to give time to make sure to walk them through, no. But of course, the rate, okay, is not as big as the ones who are earning as an experienced virtual assistant or freelancer. Of course, apple to apple yan, no? Beginner, entry-level ka, your rate is pang entry-level din. Experience or season ka, ang rate mo pang experience and season freelancer too. Pero at least ito ay actual client mo na sayong-sayo and you get paid. Yes mga mi, meron pa rin naman talagang mga clients na naghahanap ng entry-level VAs. So, among the 5 options na binigay ko sa inyo, alin dito ang bet mo? Comment below. And syempre, huwag mo na kalimutan i-like at i-subscribe to at i-share to sa mga friends nyo. Pero honestly, personally ako, I would go for beta clients or be outsourced. Etong dalawang to, makakatulong sa akin. Para once I'm done with this, no, once nabuo ko na yung aking portfolio, nagka-experience na ako, I feel like I'm confident na, then I can get my own client after on the side. Ganon. So, magandang play yan. Internship is okay, but usually mga internship out there are just very short, 1 month, 2 months, and in our point of view, pagka may mag-hire na may konting months lang of internship, hindi pa rin siya actually pasok sa requirements. Hindi pa rin siya like very very impactful na mapapa-oo kami kunin namin to kung yun lang ang laman ng iyong resume. So I'd rather go for beta client or be outsourced, no? Or might as well get your own entry level client kasi mas impactful yon sa inyong profile. And of course, for creatives, para sa akin, the best is to be your own client. Start your own personal brand. Because this is how you actually attract client and not really, chase clients. Kasi ito, showcase mo na kung anong kaya mo eh. Tapos ma-attract na lang sila sa'yo at sila naman ang maghahabol sa'yo as your future clients. Well, I hope this video made sense. Sana nakatulong ito sa inyo. Thank you so much. Like and subscribe and share. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye everyone!